Many claim that August is the gold standard of smart locks. The newest version, the 4th gen, works with all the big smart home platforms like Amazon, Google, and Apple HomeKit. It's easy to install, renter-friendly, and lets you keep your original keys. For a little over $200, it comes with enough features and perks to justify the price. So today I'll give you a glimpse of those features and how I installed this lock in my own home. Let's dive in! First, let's get to know this lord among locks. August makes a series of smart locks with the 4th gen being its latest release. It's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled, so it can work with your other smart home devices like lights, your security system, and multiple smart speakers. If connecting your front door to your Wi-Fi makes you a little nervous, you can rest easy. The August 4th gen still works with your door key and uses an encrypted signal to lock and unlock your door. Some of the coolest features I found with August was in its auto lock and unlock. It's an automation that ties your phone's location to the lock's status. When you leave the house, it'll lock up for you, and when you get home, you can easily get back inside. You can also set smart alerts to give temporary access to anyone stopping by, but more on those smart features in just a sec. Let me show you how I set this thing up. Overall, the installation process was easy, but I didn't get this one right on the first try. The August Wi-Fi 4th gen is a little different from other smart locks that I've installed. Most smart locks have a front and a back plate that sandwich your door in between. This one only sits on the inside of your door. I'll admit that I started installation on autopilot and I had to backtrack a little. But I won't take all the blame on this one. The August app provides video clips for each step, but they aren't super clear. So I'll try my best to give you better instructions. Let's get into it. Start by downloading the app and creating an account or sign into your existing one. The app is where you'll get setup instructions, connect your lock to Wi-Fi, and adjust any settings once it's installed. Then it's time to get the hardware out. You'll have everything you need in the box, except for a screwdriver. Begin by securing the outside piece of your lock with tape. Then remove the thumb turn, that's the inside part that you'd normally use to lock and unlock your door. Keep the screws for the thumb turn because you'll need them for the next step. Slide them into the August backplate, through the deadbolt, and into the piece taped to your door. This is where I got confused and almost installed the lock backwards. Just remember, this new lock will go inside your house. Once the backplate is secured to the front of your lock, choose one of the included adapters. Here, I'm using the D-shaped green adapter. Slide it into the center of the backplate with the ridges sticking out. Next, slide out the wing latches on the back of the August lock. Then place it over the backplate. Once it's secure, slide them back to lock them onto your door. The outside ring of the August lock still works as a manual lock, so slide it back and forth to make sure everything moves smoothly and connects to your door. Finally, the app will walk you through the rest of the setup. You'll add it to your home's Wi-Fi along with any settings or other smart home integrations you want to make. When I first installed my August lock, it gave me a little trouble. I was able to unlock it, but locking didn't quite line up. After closer inspection, I readjusted the backplate to make sure the screws and the adapter lined up with the other side of the lock. And that worked. But if you have different issues, you can access troubleshooting articles and live chat with August right in the app. Speaking of, like most smart gear, the app is the control center for all the settings, activity, and permissions for the 4th gen lock. When you first open the app, you'll see your keychain. It's a list of all the locks and August products under your name. I only had the one lock, but this could be helpful if you have multiple properties like rentals or vacation homes to watch over. To lock and unlock within the app, just tap the circle on your screen. The lock is pretty responsive and there's no waiting around for the app to connect. Sharing permissions isn't as smooth as other locks that we've seen, but it's certainly not a bumpy ride. If you have roommates, guests, or a house sitter coming by, you can send them access via their phone number or find them in your contacts. From there, you can designate what kind of permissions they have. Are they someone who lives with you, or a guest just staying for a couple of days? You have the power to decide that. You can give them permissions based on a reoccurring schedule or a designated time frame. As long as they're a guest, they'll be able to access the lock, but not the settings. Which brings me to auto lock and unlock. The 4th gen's Bluetooth can lock automatically when your phone goes out of range and unlock when you're back home. So there's no need to carry keys with you when you walk the dog or come back home with an armful of groceries. Finally, there's smart alerts. This is another perk that might interest landlords and anyone with a vacation home. You can set custom alerts based on triggers like the door opening and closing or certain users activating the lock. If you're a renter like me, sometimes smart home stuff is a gamble. Will you have to drill holes or change anything about the house? Is risking the security deposit worth a little convenience? In the case of the August 4th Gen lock, I'd say so. There's a few things about this lock that makes it super renter friendly. By design, the August 4th Gen lock sits on the inside of your door, so by all appearances, your lock looks like a normal garden variety deadbolt. Anyone trying to get in won't know that there's anything special on the other side. And if they did manage to pick it, the smart alerts can tell you that something's up. And you even get to keep your keys. If you live with multiple people, you can give them permission to use the lock through the app, but you don't have to. They can still get in and out of the house the old-fashioned way. This is also handy for when the batteries eventually die too. You won't be locked out of the house because the deadbolt ran out of juice. Along with these renter-friendly qualities, the August Smart Lock 4th Gen works with Google, Amazon, HomeKit, and Samsung SmartThings. For this video, I paired my lock with my Google Home Mini to see how it worked. Linking the August to my Google account was simple in the Google Home app. Just add the device, log into your August account through Google, and set up a voice PIN code. When I asked my speaker to lock and unlock the door, it asked me for that short code and got right to work. Once it's linked to a smart speaker, you can add it to home automations for lights, your security system, and other smart home gear around the house. For $200, the August Wi-Fi Smart Lock 4th Gen comes at a really fair price. It's got a lot of appeal for renters, landlords, and vacation homes. Without the need to replace your original lock, you can keep your keys and avoid advertising what you use to anyone who might try to get in without permission. It's easy to set up with platforms like Google Home, Amazon Alexa, and Apple HomeKit too. And the Wi-Fi signal that makes all of this possible uses military-grade encryption to keep everything under lock and key. My only critiques are minor ones. The lock itself is simply designed, but it's a little bulky. And sharing access with guests isn't as direct as other smart locks. But nobody will get locked out because of it. I would add that installation instructions on the app are on the verge of being helpful, but they might be better off with diagrams instead of the video clips that they do share. So is this August Wi-Fi Smart Lock 4th Gen the gold standard in its category? It's not perfect, but it comes pretty close. If you're looking for a smart lock to add to your smart home ecosystem, compromise with your landlord, or secure a second home, it's an investment worth making. That's it for me on the August Smart Lock. Be sure to like and subscribe to catch more from us every week. We'll be covering more about smart locks in the coming weeks, so stick around for the best of. Thanks for watching and stay safe. Thanks for watching. And if you want more safety, head over to safewise.com and you can find reviews and our lineups of best home security systems, best wireless cameras, and more. Stay safe.